This segment is sponsored by Sleep Better Columbus.
Okay, so today we start a new Monday morning routine of our own, a segment, and it's about your morning routine. It's called Motivate Your Monday. And today we're going to give some helpful tips for you to get going, get back to some basics. And it's all about being healthy. Take a look.
We all get consumed with new diet fads and workouts and put so much pressure on ourselves to keep up, when the thing that's the most important is to just be healthy. Today on Motivate Your Monday, we're going back to the basics and remembering how to just be healthy. First on the list, we need to shut down at night from technology and decompress. The average person needs 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Next is practicing a balanced diet, good vegetables, fruits, proteins, and clean carbs. Another thing that we often forget is the importance of fueling our bodies with water, which helps with body circulation, controls calories, and gives us natural energy. Final thing is exercise. Whether you're outside at the gym or at home, do something you love.
Sleep Better Columbus says that your sleep is their business, and their main goal is in the name, to help you sleep better. And the way they do that is with these two professionals right here, Dr. Mark Levy and Dr. Dawane Slabach. Good to have you guys.
Thanks for having us.
So Dr. Levy, you have so much experience in the medical field. Why did you decide to hone in on sleep apnea and all the medical effects that comes with that?
Well, a large portion of my practice was treating TMJ patients. Those were patients with migraines, constant headaches and such. And there were a few that I just couldn't get relief as much as I wanted. And I started investigating things, and it turns out that there's a very strong correlation between TMJ, headaches, migraines, and sleep apnea. So after I did my research, got my training, I've learned that now if someone comes in and they have both, we obviously have to treat the sleep apnea first, because you don't die from a headache, you die from sleep apnea.
Okay.
If we're treating the sleep apnea, more often than not, headaches start to go away.
Wow. So what does a typical appointment look like to treat that right now?
Well, once we do an exam and evaluate the situation, we take impressions, and we do that with a digital camera now. There's no more filling your mouth with all that impression junk.
Oh, I remember those, the metal in the jaw.
Yeah, none of that anymore. So we take the digital impressions and email the data to our laboratory. A couple weeks later, we get the appliance back and make sure it fits properly, give the patient their instructions, and we normally schedule them back in about a week just to make sure it's comfortable and make sure everything's going okay.
How rewarding is it when you hear the
unbelievable.
testimonies of patients that they finally get a better sleep?
Not only that, we get couples back together. Lots of times these patients are not sleeping in the same bedrooms with their partner. So we get partners back together, and people are feeling better.
Now, Dr. Levy, I know you have the alternative in your hands to the CPAP. Talk about that.
Well, this is one of the examples of the appliances that we use. It's basically made up of two retainers that are connected, and it repositions your jaw when you're asleep. It's very comfortable. I've been wearing one for 8 or 9 years. Easy to adapt to, and when we hear patients coming in comparing this to the CPAP that they were not able to wear, they're ecstatic.
That's incredible. Now, Dr. Slabach, your background is so incredible. Everything from biochemistry to dentistry. Talk about how you specifically treat it and what draws you towards helping people in that case.
Well, I took kind of a similar path to Dr. Levy, where I started out treating patients with headaches and TMJ disorders. And there just seemed to be a missing link for some of those patients, just like he said, that we couldn't get to the results that we really wanted. And started looking at airway and realizing that both of these disorders, whether it's head, neck, and facial pain or airway disorders, are basically diseases of the same anatomy. That if the jaw's in the wrong position, then it can close off the airway and also cause headaches and joint issues as well.
And serious headaches are such an issue. How do you diagnose that specifically to know the difference?
Well, we have several. It's like putting pieces of a puzzle together. We use some technology that allows us to analyze bites, so the teeth component. We have other technology that actually allows us to analyze the joints themselves. We do some muscle testing. We take 3D imaging of the entire head and neck region. So we kind of pull all the pieces together and come up with a diagnosis.
It's just incredible, though, that you are able to treat it. You have an incredible practice here. Dr. Levy, what's the first step people need to take to schedule an appointment and finally get that better sleep and that relief?
So first step is the phone call. Sleep and TMJ is usually covered by medical. Sleep is also covered by Medicare, which is nice. So we do our homework for the patient, find out what their insurance is going to cover as much as we can. If they've already been tested, we call the source and get a copy of the test. And from then on, come in and we go from there.
Perfect. And Dr. Slabach, is there a website people can go to find out all the information?
Absolutely. They can go to sleep+apnea+symptoms.com. That has all of our information about sleep as well as head, neck, and facial pain, headaches, and such.
For more information, as they said, just visit their website, sleep+apnea+symptoms.com, to sleep better.
If you've been diagnosed with sleep apnea but don't want or don't use your CPAP machine, Sleep Better Columbus can help. We take a different approach. Using a dental appliance, we can treat sleep apnea, snoring, and the conditions associated with them without a CPAP. As an in-network provider with most insurance companies, Sleep Better Columbus is an affordable solution. Experience restorative sleep again and regain your health, energy, and quality of life. Call or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com to schedule an appointment.